Hey, Steve Magnante here at High-Octane Classics in Auburn, Massachusetts with a 1975 Chevy C10. Now, I remember I was about 10 years old when the square bodies came along in 1973 for the first year. Such a radical departure from the previous 1972 back to 67 pickup trucks, which had round wheel openings and more rounded body shapes. So the square bodies are named that because of the shape of the wheel openings, and also the body itself is rather abrupt. But these are now becoming hugely popular, as popular as a Camaro, a Mustang, or any kind of a modern muscle car or vintage muscle car. These are a big deal. And this one here has a lot of power under the hood. We'll get to that in a second, but I love this. It's slightly slammed down, 20-inch wheels. These are Colorado Customs or Billet Specialties wheels, 20 inches all the way around with simulated knockoffs, but they're bolt-on wheels. There's no need to mess with a lead hammer putting these on or taking them off, but they look the part, 20-inch diameter, big discs up front, big drums in the back, and a really cool interior. But before we get to that, let's open the hood and see what powers this black beast. It's pretty cool. Let's pop that hood. Oh, okay. Well, look at that. Okay, there you have it. The 502, the Chevrolet GM Performance Parts 502. A great engine right there, and a lot of torque. Now, of course, the 502 was never something you could buy in a production vehicle from Chevrolet or GMC, but the 502 is Chevrolet's muscle car power plant. It's the go-to big block for people who want to buy a crate engine, not mess around with machine shops, all the hassles of getting something built to order. These are big power. They're made in the Tonawanda engine plant in New York, and they come with a warranty. And bone stock, they make plenty of power. This one here has got the Holley 4-barrel carburetor, and of course headers, nothing wrong with these. They help the 502 to exhale properly and make full power. Got to be up 500 foot-pounds of torque right there. This does have factory AC. You can see it on the passenger side of firewall. Of course, the disc brakes we mentioned up front, big drums in the back, power boosted right here, power steering. Air conditioning right there. We're going to have that for these hot days. And again, it's painted black, so it's going to absorb some heat, and good to have the AC to rely on a hot day during a cruise. And great example of the square body right here. And again, these are coming on strong, big time. So let's take a look inside the interior and see how stock it is or is not. And it's a diamond pleat stitch effect on the seats right here, and it's not leather. It's definitely it's a vinyl, which is fine. It doesn't crack, doesn't degrade with time. The dash is even covered in a similar effect, sort of a mottled look. It's got the round gauges here, and CD player. Nice thing if you have an old school CD collection like I do. Billet Specialties billet steering wheel, tilt column, tachometer right there from SunPro. And it is an automatic, which is a really nice feature because, stick shifts are fun, but with the 502 under the hood, a stick shift would be something of a tail-happy tire spinner, if you will, and just nicely done inside. The headliner is very cool, very custom effect right here to match the diamond pleats on the seats right here, and just really well done. Show truck from top to bottom, and again, glistening mirror finish black paint on this one. Now the bed in this one, it's a short bed, which is the money on these things. It was a half-tonner, is a half-tonner, and with the lowered suspension, just a really sinister, sleek, low-profile vehicle. Now the bed is painted inside, but it has a bed liner right there to keep it from getting scratched, assuming you're not going to use this for work. But with that said, if you ever put something in the back, maybe a set of sleeping bags or something like that, groceries, whatever it might be, the bed is protected by this liner right here, but beautifully detailed and painted underneath the steel. And again, the square body, of course, is about the shape of the wheel openings. Of course, the abrupt ends. They're very attractive, great-looking truck, burly and tough-looking things. But I remember 1973 when these came out. I was about 10 years old, and it was something weird. It was like a spaceship, such a radical departure from the style line trucks, I think they called them, in 1967 through 72, with rounded shapes and stuff. But again, this really took over right here, and these are becoming incredibly popular as restorations and customs like this one here. So to learn more about this truck, go to the High-Octane Classics website and check out the photo gallery.